Hey guys, what is up? This is MrCrayfish and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. In this tutorial today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build this mutton / wool farm. So in the new 1.8 update, sheep now drop a meat which is called mutton, and I thought I would create a farm which allows you to actually farm meat and wool at the same time. And this is what I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build today. But before we do that, I'm going to show you guys how it works. So this is the machine over here. What we're first going to do is hit this button here, and this will dispense water so all the sheep come floating up to the top here, and this allows you to actually right click them. So let's go ahead and spam or hold right click here, and this will make all the sheep grow. Now we're going to turn that off, and basically the sheep will now get pushed into the chambers down below. So if we just take down a look here, you'll see that they're down there, and then on the other side here we got a ton of them down there. Now basically you have to wait for them to grow up into adults. Now for tutorial purposes, what I'm going to do is just spawn some adult sheep down the bottom here, and this is basically what they're going to be like once they're all grown up. And then once you've done that, simply press this button here twice, and this will dispense lava to burn the sheep. And what will happen is that items will go into some hoppers, and it will bring it over into this chest over here. So as you can see, we've got some wool, and we've got the mutton or cooked mutton coming through right now. And there we go, we've got some mutton and we've also got some wool. So I'm going to be teaching you guys how to build this today. So what you are going to need is 1 redstone dust, 4 redstone torches, 1 redstone repeater, 1 redstone comparator, 2 buttons, I've just got some stone ones, 1 sticky piston, 1 block of redstone, 5 hoppers, 3 dispensers, 3 droppers, 1 chest, 7 slabs of your choice, I've just gotten some stone ones, 1 fence of your choice, I've just got an oak, 2 signs, and 64 block of your choice. Now you're also going to need 2 lava buckets and 1 water bucket. Now the first thing that we're going to do is dig a 3x5 by 4 deep hole. So we got the spade here, so we're going to dig 3 wide and then 5 long. So already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and dig out these 2 and then come back to the start here. Now we need to dig that down 3 more times. So that's 1. That's 2. And there we go. So your hole should be 4 blocks deep now. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What we're going to do now is get our hoppers here. And what you want to do is come to the center of the hole. So come in the middle here, and then you'll leave 2 blocks. And then the third one is the center. And there should be 2 blocks either side. What we're going to do is place a hopper here going into that block. A hopper going into this hopper. Now hold shift when you do that, just so you don't open up the GUI. Then we want to put a hopper going into this one from this side, and then one from the other side. We're going to get our sticky piston, and what you need to do is you want to come to the left of this hopper here, and you're going to face upwards, and you want to place it on the side of this top block here, facing downwards. Then place a block of redstone underneath the sticky piston. Then you want to get your block of choice, and where you want to place this is we want to place one diagonally left down here, so 1 there, 1 there. Then on top of them, what we want to do is place 2 dispensers. Now make sure it's a dispenser, not a dropper. Then at the ends here, we're going to place 2 blocks like that. And then to the left here, we're going to place 2 blocks there, and to the right of there, 2 blocks like that. Now don't fill in this space here, because if you fill that in, this redstone block here isn't going to go down and it's going to break the machine, so don't fill that space in there. What we're going to do is put 2 blocks here, and then in the center we're going to jump, hold shift, and then place a block on top of that hopper. Then get one of your half slabs out and place it on top of this block here. Get your two signs out, and what you want to do is place them on these bottom blocks here. So the one behind the hopper here, so that one there, and then on the other side, that one there. And this is just to make sure when the lava comes out of these dispensers here that it doesn't go down and kill the baby sheep. Now having that said, put the lava in these two dispensers here. Get out your last dispenser, and we're going to place it on this block here facing towards this piston, and then put your water bucket inside of there. Then we're going to get our block of choice out again, and what we're going to do is we're just going to create an outline on the border here. So you place a block there, and just go around the edge. Now you might notice that the lava has come on, but just ignore that for now. Then you want to get your remaining slabs, and you want to place them on the top half of these two blocks here. One on top of this piston, one on top of this dispenser. Now hold shift, and then the remaining two on top of the half slabs there. Now your two buttons, simply put them either side of this front slab here, so one there, and when we press this button, it will remove the lava, and if you press it again, it will place it back down. So that's the mechanism for the lava. If you press this button, it dispenses the water, press it again, and stops it. Now what you want to do is come to this rightmost slab here, and what we need to do is dig out a new section. So we want to dig 2 wide and 4 to the back. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Dig to the left and then dig back to the start here. Now we need to dig this down 4 more times. So we've already done 1, so this is the second layer, third, fourth, and the last one is the 5th layer. So that is 5 deep now. Now you should see something that looks like this. What we want to do is place one block here, and we want to get out our droppers and place them down facing upwards to the top. So you want to place 1, 2, 3, go back down to the bottom, place a block here, and we're going to place a redstone comparator on top of it facing away from this bottom dropper. Put a block in front of the comparator, redstone torch on this back side, get your single piece of redstone dust, place it under the torch, and put your redstone repeater so it's facing into this block here. Now you want to destroy this block under the dropper, and place a redstone torch on this back face, and it should power this bottom dropper. Now come to the back here, and we're going to place a block on top of the redstone torch there, redstone torch on this front face, another block on top of it, and then the last torch on this front face again. Now get your chest and place it on top of the dropper, and then what we want to do is, the last thing is, we actually want to go back down there. We want to place this last hopper facing into this bottom dropper here, so shift right click, then go back up to the top, and then we want to place our fence. So simply place a block on top of this slab here, place the fence, and then destroy the block behind it, and there we go. Now you can go ahead and fill this in just so you don't see any of the redstone down below. So there we go, we've completed building the contraption. What I'm going to do now is explain how this works. So I've built the farm over here above the ground just so you can see everything. I've also put some glass just so you can see on the inside. So I've put some sheep in the machine right here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, just press this button here, and we're going to breed a couple of them. So we're breeding them, and basically the water, what the water does is it makes the sheep bounce up and down, and it allows you to actually right click all the sheep with the wheat. Otherwise you wouldn't be able to actually hit or any of them really. Now initially you might have to hit the sheep at least once, so if you just hit it like that, the baby sheep will actually go into the bottom chamber here. As you can see, it looks like they've all gone to this back one. Now only the baby sheep will fall down the bottom here because baby sheep are 1 block high, and it will allow them to fit through this gap here. The adult sheep are 1.5 blocks high, so it won't allow them to slip down into these bottom chambers here. Now when we place these signs down the bottom, this basically stops the lava from burning the baby sheep, because baby sheep don't actually drop anything. So if we go ahead and press this, the baby sheep down the bottom won't get burnt. but once they're adults, because they're 1.5 blocks high, they'll actually be in the lava and they'll get burnt, and then adult sheep actually drop the mutton and the wool. So I've just spawned some adult sheep in this other chamber at the front here, and what we're going to do is go ahead and press the lava button, and as you can see, this is going to start to burn the sheep. We're going to turn it off, and these sheep will die. There we go. All their loot will go into the hopper, and then all these hoppers lead up to this bottom dropper over here, and this here is an item elevator. So basically when the item comes into here, it sends out a signal into this comparator, which turns off this torch and turns on this torch down the bottom here. This basically just slows down the items going into this dropper here, so it's only one at a time. So once that item gets put up to here, there'll be no item in there, which turns off this comparator, which turns this torch on, turns that off, turns this back on, which powers these two these droppers here, and takes it up to this top here. So I'll show you again. So if I just take this brown wool here, because it's unique, we'll pop that in there. The wool will go right to the top chest here. Didn't see it, but it does. And yeah, and that's basically how this machine works. It's very simple concepts. So there we go, guys, that is the mutton / wool farm. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure you hit that like button. If you want to see more redstone tutorials, make sure you subscribe. Also in the description there's a link to the redstone tutorial playlist where I have a bunch of other tutorials you might not know about, so go ahead and check that out. If you have any suggestions for redstone tutorials, let me know in the comments, because I do take a look at them and I have taken some in the past, so if you have any ideas, let me know, and I will see you guys later. Bye bye.